Okay, boys and girls, today we are going to talk about makerspaces. Now, I told you before that makerspaces is just basically a space where you make something and you'll have people sitting with you and you can work together and you can share to create something cool. And there's no right or wrong thing to do. You can make whatever you want to make out of it, just as long as you're sharing and being kind to your friends and working together. Now, I wanted to show you a few of the makerspaces today so you kind of have an idea of what to choose from. So we'll have some at each table. We'll have different makerspaces, and sometimes on each table we'll have 2 or 3 different things you can do at that table. But remember, when you choose where you're going to go, you will stay at that table the whole time. There will also be some things in the floor, and there will be a Lego table and an IO table, which I'll show you those in a minute. So we're gonna have these soft Legos. As you can see, they're not very noisy, but they're just like Legos. I know most of you know what Legos are, but these are soft Legos and they will be at a table. And I have a ton of them, as you can see right here. I just put a few out today. Then if you see this little sack, these are a bag of, I really don't know what they're called, but all you do with them is you just click them together. Let me come closer so you can kind of see. So you just push them together and you can make all kinds of things. And you can see how long you can make something. I mean, of course, this can sit up on the table and you can just build whatever. So you just click them together like that. They just come right apart. Okay. Also, we have these. Okay, when you see these, and I call these straws. If you see these, they're gonna be sitting on the side of a library where the bucket filler tower is, and they're gonna be on the floor. And normally I let 4 kids do this because it's pretty cool. So what you do is you have these straws, okay? And they're really tougher than straws. And you have these connectors, okay? So you can put them in the end like this, and then you can build out and you can keep going. And you can build up, and we actually have had houses built, towers built. You know, all of you can work together to build one thing, or you all could build your own thing, but these are pretty cool. So normally I have 4 kids, and this will be on the floor by the bucket filler tower, okay? All right, and these are magnetic. I have several things that are magnetic, and I think you've seen these before in pre-K. I know some pre-K classrooms have these. As you can see, they just, this one's kind of hard to do, but you can build houses, and this is pretty easy. I think you will figure it out. But when you see this, that's what you use it for. You just put it up and you can keep building it. Some kids have built really big houses with roofs and everything. These are a classic. These are Tinker Toys. Now, I'll have the boxes out too so you can kind of see what you can build. Like, and then some of the instructions will be out there. If you want to go by the instructions, you can. But look, see all the different things? I mean, you can make all kind of stuff. So all you do with these Tinker Toys is you're just tinkering and figuring out what you could build with it. And I've seen trucks built and cars built, so lots of cool stuff you can add. See? Just keep adding things and make you something. Oh, and by the way, while I'm getting the next thing, remember when you're out there, we do not make fun of something someone made, okay? Some people are really good at this. Some people are not as good at this. So you just be sweet, and if you can't say something nice, just don't say anything at all. We're not making fun of anybody. It's a time for you to work together with your friends. Okay, these are like poppets, as you can see. But they're like little Legos, and they're really soft, so they bend. So you can just use your imagination. A lot of kids lay these flat on the table and just make cool designs by just laying them like this and just fill them in. And this is gonna be at a table with more than one thing because sometimes you can't spend the whole time doing that, okay? These are new, okay? These, I've seen swing sets built with these. As you can see, you are just connecting, like it just push it in like this, see? And you can make all kinds of things. There's tons of these. So it's just, I mean, you could just build all kind of stuff with them. Okay. course, the classic Legos. These will be at a table. These are kind of the bigger Legos. And again, like here's a little manual you can look at. But these are classic big Legos. Now, there will be another table. I don't have it out here, but there will be a Lego table by my office. And it will have the smaller Legos, and you can build on the table. And you can flip the top over, and it can be like a little track where you can, if you have built a little car, you can run it on the track. Yeah, so this will be at a table, like a yellow table, but there will be a Lego table too, if you prefer the smaller ones. Okay. And these are Clippos. These are, I mean, you can do lots of things with them, but all you do with them is you just clip them together like this, see? And you would just keep building and making cool stuff. It's even got little heads for the kids. You can put it however you want. So there you go. All right. Here's something else that's magnetic, a lot like the others, but they're a little different shaped. So you just basically, you know, just look, see? And I could keep going, right? I could put one on this side, one on that side, and just keep building it up. That will be at a table. Okay, these, be careful because these right here those little balls will roll around on the floor. And that's, speaking of that, if anything hits the floor, then you need to pick it up. Because if you step on some stuff, it will break. These are magnetic too, okay? You will see some ends will not, there, I just dropped a bunch. It's like that will not, those will not stay together. So you got to find the end that will connect to it, because some of it will not attract like that does. So you can keep building. Oops. But you have to build it on the table. You can't hold it up unless you can get it all going all the way around, and then it will stay together. Okay. Let's see what else I got. Okay, yes, I got some more stuff right here. Okay, these are interlock blocks. These are the ones that are round. I have some that are squares. Oh, this is so cool. You can do so many things with these. And by the way, I prefer when we clean up that we take stuff apart and not leave a lot together like this, because the next class will need to be able to get started. So the nice thing to do would be to undo them. And I want you to see, some of them are hard to do. So be careful because we don't want to break them. These will break easily. So, but yeah, you just hook them together, and you can actually, I've had some kids make super long towers. And if you need to go on the floor with these, if you're making something long, you can go to the floor, and you can, that way you can lay it down. But see, I just made this. But yeah, when it's time to clean up, you just need to make sure you take everything apart so the next class can have it ready for them. All right? But apparently the person that did this last time did not do that. And I will be checking for that. And with that said too, when I tell you to clean up, it's just like on checkout day, you need to clean up right then, because I'm letting you do it as long as you can. And then when I say clean up, you got to clean up right then. Y'all, I have more stuff than what you're seeing right now, but this is just a few things I wanted to show you. This is really cool. See all these? You can make, it's really cool because once you get them all on there, you can turn all of them, and there's actually a little, a handle where you can kind of crank it and make it move. But these are really fun too. These are pattern blocks. Okay, and what you do is you stand this little part up, and I'm going to show y'all there's different things you can make by using the shapes. And this is magnetic, and you can just take the shape. Let me show you how it does. You stand it up here. Okay, you'll see when you're out there. You make it stand up, and then you make different. You can make different patterns and make something, either yourself, or you can look at the different sheets of paper to see your design. Okay. You might see a couple of our books that fold out, and they have the characters in them, and you can use these characters if you're building something. You can use these characters in what you build. You can like let them play in what you build, or you can actually use them with the book. And the book, you open it up and it folds down into like a little house. See? And you can act out the story. But whenever you go to put it up, look, fold it up, then close it. And I know some of you are still gonna not remember that, but that's how you use that. But if it's at your table, you can all use it, okay? Yes, now, that's a few things of what we have for Makerspaces. You're gonna love it, but you'll have to make sure you work together with your friends. I don't want any drama out there. If there's drama, and what I mean by drama is arguing and fussing and Miss Terry, they want me to do something. Y'all gotta learn to work together, okay? We need to communicate with each other and say, hey, can I use that for a little bit? Can I have this piece? And listen, if I have 2 chairs there at the table, that means only 2 people can be there. So don't get your feelings hurt. That is just because some places I don't have enough stuff for you to use at that table. So if it's just 2, just 2, move on. Some tables might have 3, some tables might have 4. And if you see a table that has crayons and paper, you can use the paper and crayons and you can just color and do whatever at that table. I'm not sure if I'm gonna put that out, but I sometimes do. So that's what that table will be. And you'll know you can't, it's hard to whisper, but you need to talk softly like this. And just work together and have a good time creating. I'm excited to see what you can do. Hope to get this started Wednesday and continue it next week. It's up to you to how much we do it. If you do good with it and I can see you working together and doing the things you're supposed to do, we'll keep doing it. And it's so cool to see what you can come up with using your imagination and learning to work together with your friends.